Hello, my name is Amy from Rockstar Tutoring, and this video is for anyone who has kids that are planning to go to college of any age. So depending on their major, they will have to take either a college statistics course or a college calculus course, with very few exceptions. One math credit doesn't sound so bad, but it is more to the story than that. So find out why I had seniors in my class with their graduation depending on passing and how you can avoid that. Find out how to avoid the math trap, save lots of money in tuition, and lots of tears in the process. Okay, so let's talk about what is the problem. So when you get to college, every major, with very few exceptions, is going to have to take one math class. It could be a statistics course, it could be an applied math course, for example, calc for business or calc for the health sciences, and it's going to be how math applies to your particular industry, your major, and your dream career. Now, if you're in the STEM fields, if you're in physics, chemistry, math, computer science, you're going to be taking more than one math class. You'll be taking Calc 1, Calc 2, maybe differential equations and linear algebra, and you'll be expected, you go into that expecting to take more than one math credit. But I want to talk first to those who are going into college thinking, I'm just taking one math credit and I'm done, easy peasy. We'll come back to the STEM majors in just a moment. So it seems pretty straightforward, right? You go to high school and you get your good grades and you get your good transcript and you apply to whatever college you're going to go to. Maybe you go to community college. And where the trap comes in is right here. Right here, you take a placement test. So regardless of what your high school transcript says, and I had students who took calculus in high school, they took the placement test. Turns out they didn't learn it very well. Okay, so it's one thing to get good grades in high school. You show up, you do all your homework, maybe you do the extra credit, maybe you retook the exam, but your teacher somehow will let you kind of get the grade you want to work for. But then on the placement test, if it turns out you didn't really learn it, or maybe you just forgot it over the summer and didn't prepare for your placement test, and you test back into Algebra 1 or Algebra 2 or the equivalent, or some lower level college, some level of math that's below college level. Well, it turns out 90% of students coming out of high school are below college level. So pretty much everyone starts off having to take some sort of prerequisite before they can take their stats and calc course. Doesn't sound too bad, right? Okay, so you have to take an extra math class, maybe two, depends on what you score. But here's the kicker. These courses have a 50% fail rate. So we're going to get into how that maps out on your college plan and what happens to students. But what I do want to touch on is when you're failing math classes over and over and struggling to get that one math credit that you thought you needed for your major, I have seen countless students drop out or change majors because they just couldn't get through their math courses. So then we end up having not our dream career and choosing some other path. So we want to keep those dreams alive. We want students to be equipped with the math skills that they'll need to avoid this trap and be able to reach their dreams. So let's see what actually happens here. So remember, there's a 50% fail rate. So what happens is students come in freshman year, they fail the class, they take Algebra 1 again, and then they pass it the second time. They'll take Algebra 2, they'll fail that, they'll take it the second time and they're passed, and then they can get on with their stats course. We're in junior year now. That's 2 years of math, of tuition we had to pay for, and 2 huge hits to the self-esteem by failing class. So this can all be avoided by taking the AP Stats course, AP Stats exam. Okay, so other paths I've seen. You come into Algebra 1, same thing, you fail. I've actually seen students take classes 3 times. So you can see how you get on the 5-year plan or have to give up very quickly. So then there's Algebra 1, Algebra 2, college algebra. If you're going into something like an applied calculus course, you'll have to take college algebra, which would be called pre-calc, maybe in high school. And then you get on in your senior year to that one math credit you needed. Here's 3 years of tuition and 3 big hits to the self-esteem. Okay, now STEM majors, if you're planning to take Calc 1, Calc 2, differential equations, and so on, and you have to start back at Algebra 1, Maybe you just, didn't take them in high school, so I'll take all that in college. You've now still set your track back and potentially delay your graduation because each of these is taking a slot that another course could have been in for your major and for your department. And so you end up kind of pushing back and adding to that plan. So the way to avoid this is with the AP Calc exam and the AP Stat exam. If you can pass these exams in high school, you get college credit, which means you come in freshman year already with Calc 1 or already with your stats course, meaning you skip the whole process. You skip that whole trap, you've got your credit done, or you move on to the next level that's required. If you are required a second math course or a higher level math course, you are starting ahead of the game instead of behind. So I hope this was helpful and it can help clear up the importance of the AP. We have a course at Rockstar Math. I recommend juniors taking it for an introduction and seniors taking it for a review boot camp right before the exam. So yeah, good luck and save yourself those times. Keep those dreams alive. Save yourself the tuition and crush the AP exam.